Okay, sorry about that. Break took a little longer than anticipated, but here we go. We're back. I already got the bag unbagged here because it's kind of noisy, so I did it off. Um, okay. So we have these cool things. These are fun pieces. Pop them together, and it's got the multiple languages for click, 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 click. Um, my mother and you were so worried. Thank you. I'm sorry to worry you, Ted. My mother probably is worried about me. I haven't called her in a little while, so I'll call her. This is gonna provide the articulation for the legs. It looks like. Oh, we have multiple points of articulation. That's exciting. Exciting. Get our double pins on the back here. What did you do, Kenzie? What do you mean? What did you do? I don't know. What'd you do? Are you internalizing my long break as something that is your fault? Is that why? Okay, this is gonna go in there. Oh, you pressed a green button and said plus 50. Unfortunately, it did not send me $500. Um, so as you watch, you accumulate crit points. Oh, I meant to turn off. I know we love the mid journey one, but we are going to turn that off for the stream just because I don't want to completely derail things too much. Let me find the fucking correct window. There we go. So crit points can be used to redeem all kinds of fun things, but I'm going to turn off one of the new fun ones just for the stream. There it is. You can play like sounds and stuff. You can tell me to drink water. So you accumulate those naturally as you watch, but if you keep watching, it's a little button you can push, and you just get some extra points essentially, just to show that you're. It's a way to reward active viewing rather than passive viewing. Like lurking's great. Like if you just want to leave my stream up, awesome. Increase those average viewer numbers, but active watching is something that's encouraged through the. You can collect those. Excuse me, those bonus points. You better not knock down my guitar. Thank you. Um, Thank you for the lurk, Ted. Okay, we're gonna put on the other leg now. It looks like. Yeah, so the legs are gonna have this motion in addition to a little bit of this motion too. It looks like it's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, looks like we're actually building a leg now. One thing I'd read about this set in like early reviews is that it doesn't have any articulation in like the knees, and I don't think in the ankle either. And that was kind of a criticism of it. I think that's fine, just due to the scale of this. So it'd be kind of hard to really do in a structurally sound way. But it looks like, yeah, that is the case. Looking at the shape of this, the preview of the part that we're building here. So this goes all the way through the double pin. Gives us a little bump on the outside. And another elbow bar. Like that. And we get a couple of these half pins. These half pins are great because they basically they allow you to create studs on the outsides of Technic beams. And then once again, yeah, this page is giving us a 1-to-1 of that 5-hole Technic beam. So that's always useful, like that. And yeah, perfect. There we go. Now we have studs to attach on our 1x3 flat plate. Okay, we need 2 double pins and 2 half pins. Or flip that over. These go in. Double pins are really cool because they have like the 1 and then the 2 deep side. So you can use them as spacing to help connect to multiple things. Kind of aids in the building too when they have those asymmetrical sides. Double's not. I don't think they're actually called double pins. It's not even an accurate term since they're not double. They're like 1.5 pins. But I don't really care. Oh, that's an interesting piece. And then, oh, that is 2. This one here, I've often seen it used for, let's get the on camera, for connecting pneumatic tubes, because it does have a hole through it, and you just kind of like connect the rubber tube on there. I don't know what its other uses are, but that's what I have seen it used for. Stop rolling away. Yeah, if we do this again, I wanna put down a mat of some sort. Yeah. So we're sticking it inside that. Oh, this is creating like a looks kind of like almost like a piston that's going to be in one of the joints. Is what this appears to be. It's kind of neat. Goes through there. Oh, and this is an interesting way to do this joint too. So normally you'd use like an axle or something like that, or some loose pins, but now we're just shoving this rod right through the holes of these pins for our axle joint, or for our hinge joint rather. And then we're making the other half of that by using these half pins and then these little hinge pieces, and these are just going to pop right on there. Oops, in theory. Yeah, that's cool. It makes a nice kind of like a loose hinge. Because sometimes if you use the pins, they're a little too tight. The axles are going to require something to hold the axle in place, whereas this holds it in pretty tight and keeps it fairly easy to move. Oh, that we're making right now. Oh, so the toe actually has a little bit of a flop to it. That's cute. I think that's what's happening. Oh, why is that not all I am? Oh, I did that backwards. These half pins, oh gosh. These half pins also have facing, and I did it backwards. I put the part that sticks out on that half pin on the inside of the hinge. It actually needs to go on the outside. That makes more sense, obviously. Oh, look, I can use the tool. Pop that pin out. Well, that doesn't hold it in place at all. What am I doing wrong? See, you're enjoying your new emotes, Kenzie? Glad. All right, actually, it doesn't need to be held in because this is going to hold it in as soon as I connect it on there. That's fine. There we go. A floppy toe. Not to be confused with the floppy Joe. For now too. I can set that aside more. So now we have our angle piece, couple half pins. Flip that over. I'll get some axle pins. I know I need I put a juice in the John emote somehow. I don't know how to convey that in emote form. Think of it. We need a 7-hole beam, which is this guy here. It's going to connect on right there. Okay. And we need our pin, and then one of these little spacers. It's essentially a 1-hole length Technic beam. Right in there. And then this, let's orient this so it makes sense, like that. And yeah, these pop through all the way. And then they'll stick through like that. Great. And now we need our 1x2 flat plate. Top of this little wing. This little wing-a-ling. Is it that one? It is not. It's the other one. It's that one. Okay, cool. Okay, now we need our capped axle. Where is that? There it is. And then that's going to go all the way through that joint right there. And then on the other side, that's loose cutting, so we need to cap that with something with an axle hole. And that'll be this right here. So it kind of looks like a the little robotic joint. Yeah, cute. Okay, get that. And a half pin, gray half pin. We've used a couple different colors of those so far. The difference actually is the red ones are friction half pins versus the gray ones are frictionless. And what that means, it's going to be probably very difficult to see. There are little bumps on the shaft there. Same with the these black full-length pins. These are friction pins. They have bumps on there versus the gray ones. Do I have any gray ones left? No. The gray ones of the full-size pins also do not have the bumps. They're frictionless. So that means they spin freely in the Technic holes versus the friction pins do not spin. So if you use them to connect two things together, they're less likely to rotate freely. Fun facts. Okay, we got our 3-length axle there, and another one here. And blue axle here, or pin here rather. And then thank you so much for color coding these. But also count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Great. Like that. And pop another one on top. That is loose right now. But it probably won't be forever. And now it won't be. All right. This is interesting. This is all one long pin, basically. It's got a little cap on the end so it doesn't go all the way through. But it's a one long frictionless pin. Interesting. Because previously I say like before this part existed, essentially, you would have to use essentially one of these and build it into this to keep it from flopping like that. You build it and pop it in there, kind of like what this other blue one is here. Put it over here instead. So you have 2 of those. But this is neat because you can do this afterwards, whereas the other one you had to do it beforehand. It just makes it assembly a little bit easier. Okay, so there's that. And this attaches like that. Pop onto those 3. There we go. It's a leg. I mean, probably it's leg. Who actually knows, though? Oh, that's not a toe, it's a heel. All right, whatever. And that goes on there. That's really goofy. Basically building the same thing again, just mirrored. And yeah, I think I started, don't think I finished the thought earlier, but I started to say that sometimes they'll have you build two of the same part, and whether they tell you ahead of time we're making two, or if they tell us after the part, they're like, oh yeah, build another one. They don't have a way to say like build the same thing but mirror it, because that's a hard thing for people to really conceptualize, I think. So they just type it all out. Type it, you know what I mean. They actually illustrate it. Yeah, exactly the same thing. Okay. I think yeah, one of those. Two of those. Second one. And one of these plates. Okay. And that goes on top of those. That's the heel. Looks like it has BD's heel. Fun. Set that over there for now. Let's get one of these. Two red half studs, friction half studs. Flip that John over. We need two of these blue, not half studs, half pins. Two of these blue, there we go, blue axle pins. And a black friction pin. Beams right there. You get what's essentially the one whole length beam. Stick it in there. Right, there's that part. And that interfaces with this. Let's orient those so we make sense of them that way and that way. And then those three stick out right there. Great. Oh, we're not done with that yet. Come on. So now we need our other wingling and that 1x2 plate. Our big axle here goes all the way through. Off with these round plates. Cool. Now you can sit there, and we're going to build the rest of the leg. is... Are you serious with me right now? I'm gonna like sit in front of the box anyway, it doesn't matter. But come on. I'm trying to build a set here. Okay. We need these two axles now. And oh, and the blue guy too. Get this long pin through here. Long pin is long. Right. And then this attaches to this. Reorient that. There's our heel. There's our leg. That pops right on there. Okay, and then this. Ooh, that's a lot of shape there. All right. It's kind of like the chicken locker we built at the start. Okay, so now it says 2 of these, and it's very, very often that I will miss that hey, build 2 of these marker. Even though I complain when it's at the end of the part when it's like, hey, I built 2 of these. I hate it when it's afterwards. I miss it when it's first. There's literally no pleasing me. Doesn't matter. Will you stop eating garbage? Stop eating plastic. I have the bags from all the parts that we use so far on the ground, and they're just chewing on them. All right. What the hell am I doing with my life? All right, let's put these on those. What's that? A 4x6 plate and a 2x4 plate. Pop those on there. A couple 1x4 flat plates in the middle. Okay, a couple 1x6 plates and one of these. I don't know what this is actually called, but it's like a, I don't know, it's like a step with a face. I don't know. Okay, got it. So we need a couple of those. 2 of those 1x2 plates, 2 of these elbow plates, and then 2 of these little hingy guys. Hingy guys go back here. 1x2 plates go in the middle. And then the elbow guys hug that step thingy. Need 2 more elbow guys. 2 1x4s. Those go onto the rails there. And then these hug that. These little elbow plates are super, super useful for creating really solid connections as you layer and as you stack, because you can alternate them for structural support. And that's exactly what they just did there. Kind of built around like a weird shape and then layered on top, alternating so it's stronger. A couple 1x2s on there. 2x4. And now I need 3. It's like a 1x4 flat plates and 2 of these half slopes. Half slopes on the front. 1 of these flat plates on the front as well. And these 2 up here. And then it's giving us those, hey, congration, you've done it, stars. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, game. Oh, and motherfucker. Remember how I said I sometimes forget I need to build 2 of these? I need to build 2 of these. So let's just build another one right now. When I notice and when I remember, I like to do them at the same time because that feels more efficient to me, but I'm an idiot. So we're just going to do it again real fast. I think this is the foot that we're building. The footses. I'm not going to narrate all the parts that we're using again because it's the same damn thing. We've already done it. But yeah, I wish I'd noticed that we're doing 2 of them, because then I could have, or I did notice. I literally said it out loud, and then I had a whole thing about it, and then yeah, I'm not braining too well right now. I'm a little distracted. Okay. There we go. Knocked it out. 2 footses. Probably footses, I'm just assuming. Here are 6 length axles and some of those little domes. It only said get 2, but I do know that we're gonna need all 4, just because I can predict how things are gonna go sometimes. All right. Oh, and this actually, like, there's like kind of like a hole for this to slide into all the way. That's neat for like a little bit extra support almost. Oh, it actually adds an angle to it. Interesting. For his little footsies. There we go, BD. Put your shoes on. Okay. There. All right. That's cute. All right. That is bag number 2. Don't like that this... Why does that heel not stay up? Did I do something wrong? This heel right here is not staying flat. Like, that's flat. It falls down. What's different about these 2? That's going to bug me. Oh, I'll tell you right now what's different about those 2. I did it wrong. Okay. Nailed it. All right, cool. We're on bag 3. I'm gonna take another short break just to basically just divide this up for editing, and then I'll be back in a minute. I did make some fresh coffee in the last break, so this will be a much shorter break. I'm just gonna pour a fresh cup and we'll get back to it. All right, I'll be right back.